He'll start the return inside his line. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will get the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years...
Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, goal. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believed.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Webb. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Trying to do it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these...
Turning it on! Lowers those pads. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go into coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Shot down of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left.
There he goes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
100%. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's do some high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quick strike complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football, distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ole Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. the century mark in this season opener. They want to throw it. Under heat, he gets rid of it. He just threw. Hey, the last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to play.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. Just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB in balance.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the a spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, Chris.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fears the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth. And
wide open spaces. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be...
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cano. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 11 over Rutgers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really...
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. He's now up to 52 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw time, running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fella. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They want the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. And they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Robbins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Handoff to the lone back. Jukes his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Fighting off the defender. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th. There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the...
Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This This offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no breaks, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They'll try to add to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 24 over UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Strickland. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Hold and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Conrad. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Wideout trying to get it in. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Hard running there. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Florida State Seminoles will take
Okay,
over.
guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes the heat. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs in the game.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the inside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Conrad. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the quarterback takes a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were